what a sound. Let's talk about overrated teams. I think this is a topic that needs to start getting brought up every week. I'm going to add it to the catalog. And I'm going to make it before I make Upset of the Week, because I think sometimes when I make Upset of the Week, maybe you're confused on why I'm making certain teams get upset that you probably think are great. So let's just talk about teams that are overrated. For example, and the reason I'm making this, sorry Illinois fans, is because of how overrated your football program is and was, right? And it made me think, what other teams out there are very overrated right now? There's two of them. They're at the 4, they're at the 5, and it's Georgia and it's LSU. And Georgia's a team that should have lost to Tennessee by not only like a field goal or a touchdown, but maybe 14 to 17 points. I think they were way outclassed, and Tennessee basically gave them the game away. I think Georgia is majorly overrated, and not to spoil an upset of the week, but I think Bama has a great shot at beating Georgia this coming weekend. And the other one who has a great shot is Ole Miss beating LSU. Not to spoil the entire upset of the week, but LSU, like these teams, right? They have some good wins, okay? Georgia, they did fight back and beat Tennessee. That's a big deal. And LSU struggled with LA Tech and struggled with Florida and beat Clemson, who's 1-3. I don't know. The whole thing with Illinois was, well, Illinois actually wasn't that good because they hadn't beat anybody, which I knew already, so I'm not whatever, right? But I'm telling you, these two teams, highly, highly overrated in my opinion. I'm not saying they're not maybe a 10, 11, 12 type of team, but 4 and 5. So just keep an eye on stuff like that, because remember, the AP poll is so flawed. I made a whole video about it last year. If you guys want to go watch it, it's from this time last year, called the AP poll is stupid or something like that. Might make another version of that. But right now, it's really only these two teams that I've really got a big issue with. I think Texas at 10 is still a little overrated. I think Texas will finish the top 25 team probably just inside the top 25. If we're talking about what I've seen right now. Arch could flip a switch. But right now, he cannot throw the ball accurately or on the run really 15, 20 yards. So their offense is so extremely limited. I think when they get the meat and potatoes of their schedule, playing in Oklahoma, playing A&M, right? Those are the two that come to mind right away, the rivalry games, and both those teams are better than them. So that right there is immediately 2 losses, and to say that they wouldn't get a third, I think is pretty crazy. So Texas is probably a 9-3 football team, and they're ranked in the top 10 like they're going to get 1 loss. So just stuff to think about. Texas, Georgia, and LSU. And I know it seems like, oh, Luke, you're attacking the SEC. No, I think 2 of those teams are still playoff teams. LSU and Georgia, I still think they are. I think they're overrated at the moment. I don't think they're 4 or 5. I think, again, they're maybe 9, 10 from what I've seen so far. And Texas, Texas is a fringe top 25 team by the end of the year. I really don't like what I've seen at all, and I'm shocked, absolutely, that they are 1 rank above Indiana, who beat a top 25 team, according to the AP poll, by 53 points. I think it's insane that they're not above Texas, who has lost to the only ranked opponent they played, and have beaten Sam Houston, and beaten UTEP, and beaten Community College Liberal Arts or whatever. Like, what are we talking about? Yeah, so those 3 teams are overrated, and tomorrow we're going to talk about 3 teams that might get upset. See you guys then. Bye-bye.